If you Google LPC Sprite Generator or go to this URL, you'll find this free tool that lets you create thousands of different pixel art characters for your games. They recently completely redesigned the UI, so let's have a quick look around and see how it works. We have a live animation preview here, and we also have a preview of the actual sprite sheet we'll be dynamically creating and editing. This sprite sheet contains a lot of animations, and you can preview different ones by selecting them from this drop-down up here. We can select different body types here, depending on what kind of character we're trying to create. I also made multiple step-by-step tutorials where I use these exact sprite sheets made by this tool in a full project and will implement them in a playable game. Check out the links below. Click the like if you want more game development tips and tricks like this. There are so many possible combinations, so let's start by making kind of an anime warrior character. I'll go under hair, spiked, spiked 2, and I can choose any color I like. Under torso, sash, I'll go with teal or maybe sky. I'll close this, and under cape, solid, I'll choose one of the cloaks. Maroon, white, pink is good here. Legs, pants, cuffed pants, lavender. Now I can preview my character performing different animations. In general, the first 6 most important animations will work with most pieces, but the rest are more advanced animations, and some creators made pieces that don't support them. You can see that if I switch to more advanced animations like jump, sit or emote, the sash and cloak disappear, because these particular pieces were not made for these advanced animations. That's something to keep in mind if your game needs those advanced animations as well. In my games, I'm usually fine with the basic set of animations, but when I need, let's say, a jumping animation, I can go up here and filter pieces by a specific license, or I can filter only the pieces that support the animations I'll need. Back to my anime character, we can also give it tools and weapons. Some of them have really cool, unique animations, like the whip, for example. Notice that the majority of sprite sheets uses 64 by 64 pixel frames, but some special weapon attacks can have different frame sizes. That's something to keep in mind when we make our games. If I select a special weapon or tool, it will be added to the animation preview here, so we can see it in action. How do I get this sprite sheet now? First, I have to uncheck the Show Transparency Grid checkbox, otherwise I'll get that checkered background on my downloaded image. We don't want that. Now I can simply right-click the sprite sheet and choose Save Image As. It will be saved as a PNG image with a transparent background, and I have a game-ready custom character sprite sheet downloaded onto my computer. There are a few other interesting things I want to point out. I saved my character as a PNG image, but I can also save it as a URL and edit it later, because as we add pieces, the site dynamically updates the URL in the browser. We can save that URL as well. I'll share some of my creations with you in the description below. Feel free to share yours as well. I reset all the fields and collapse all the drop-downs. Not only we can choose from different body types, we can also create elderly characters by giving them different heads. They can be skinny or larger if we want, and they can also be non-human. We have undead characters, Frankensteins, skeletons, zombies, fantasy characters, goblins, trolls and orcs. I use these orcs a lot. Under reptilian, we can even find an alien. Blue skin tone. Maybe this alien isn't alien enough for me. Can we enhance it somehow? Let's explore. Under head, ears, furry ears, side of the head, feather ears. If I choose the skin tone option, it will change the body color of the entire character to make sure everything matches. If I go here and choose one of these colors instead, it won't force the body color to match, so I'll go with blue. I can also go to appendages, where we have fins and horns, and under backward horns, I'll try a few colors. Let's go with blue horns here. Now maybe some more unusual clothing. It's an alien after all. How about arms, shoulders, mantle? And let's try teal. And maybe also a baldron? Why not? I could spend a lot of time here just having fun with this, but let's give it one final touch. Under feet, instead of shoes, the alien can have hooves, like a horse. We can make a lot of different non-human characters here. I'll reset everything and let's try if we can discover some more unusual combinations. How about the female body type? Heads, fantasy heads, orc female? I can try different colors, but I think I prefer gold the most. I want her to look more like an ogre, like Princess Fiona from Shrek. So ears, dragon ears, and gold again. Yes. Ogre Princess needs some hair, so I'll go under hair, braids, ponytails, updos, braid, and she'll be a redhead. This princess knows martial arts, so she needs to wear something comfortable to fight in. I'll go under torso, dresses, kimono, maybe sky. We also have some special options here. Kimono oversized sleeves, sky again, and we can give them a trim. Charcoal, maroon, red. Yes, she's ready for Kung Fu. As we said, the first 6 animations are the main ones, and most pieces support them. When I switch to more advanced animations like climb, you can see the kimono isn't supported. That's something to always keep in mind. Okay, let's do this one more time. We can do so many things here. A Cyclops Noir detective? Sure. Body type male. Heads, special eyes, Cyclops eyes. Torso, shirts, long sleeve, sky. Headwear, hats, formal top hat, charcoal. Torso, jacket, collared coat, charcoal. Legs, pants, cuffed pants, charcoal. Feet, boots, folded rim boots, black. And as a little finishing flourish, we can go to shoe accessory and add a thick plated toe. We can choose any color here. My Cyclops detective is ready to solve noir murder mysteries. What if you want to create little elves or small evil goblins, some kind of shorter character? Up here we can choose this body type. You'll notice that only a limited set of animations and body parts is available. Sometimes just walking and standing animations are enough though. Under heads, there are some special options created just for this body type. I'll go to farm animal, pig child, and we can make the 3 little pigs. I actually think this body type works really well for goblins, that you can find under the fantasy heads drop-down. This example makes it clear that some of these options were made only for certain body types, and the male body type has by far the most options available, so we can also make some really funny, crazy combinations. Heads, undead heads, vampire, and I'll choose a skin color. Torso, backpack, jetpack, gold. Jetpack fins, gold as well. Torso, jacket, Santa coat, red. Headwear, hats, holiday, Christmas hat, red. We can give it elf trim or Santa trim. Legs, pants, cuffed pants, red. Feet, boots, rim boots, red. Look at my vampire jetpack Santa. Down here under credits and attribution, we can see the artists who created all the individual pieces we're using. So let's remember to credit the authors and support them for all the amazing work they do. Click the like if you want more game development tips and tricks like this. If you want to see how to use these sprite sheets in an actual game project, check out some of my game development step-by-step tutorials, where I use these exact sprite sheets made by this tool in a full project and fully implement them in a playable game.